What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Dungeon Defenders 2. We finally got some more update news regarding DD2. Now, the big question that we all want to know is when. We still don't know when yet. However, it has been teased that it will come in the first half of April. So, I'm assuming that we're going to get the newest update to DD2 in the first couple of months, or first couple of weeks in April, and I think that is a pretty safe assumption. Now, it's been up in the air. We knew there was going to be a new way to get shards. Then earlier this week, we were told there was going to be an actual shard vendor. We now got a little peek at what that vendor is going to look like. Now, it appears that every single shard will be available for purchase from this vendor. We don't know what the prices are yet, but Chromatic has confirmed that they will be purchasable with Defender medals. Now, if you notice in the image there, Chaos 8 shards are listed as well. Now, we know Chaos 8 shards are making a return back to the game, and although it shows Chaos 8 shards on this image, Chaos 8 shards will not be purchasable immediately. You'll have to go out and earn those. So later down the line, they are going to add the ability to purchase those Chaos 8 shards in right here from this vendor. Now, once again, we don't know how much they're going to cost. There actually is an RPG test running right now. RPG stands for Remote Playtesting Group. So if you want to be involved with testing out the game, figuring out, or adding some sort of input as to what is going to be fine-tuned in this update, then send an email to danny.moore@chromatic.games, and Danny can hook you up with all the info. You need to be 18 or older and have the ability to sign a non-disclosure agreement, as you're not able to talk about those things publicly. Now, as I mentioned, Chaos 8 shards are coming back to the game, and it appears that they are all coming back with two exceptions: Harbinger's Exile and Elemental Chaos. These were two shards that they were not able to balance. Harbinger's Exile was an awesome shard that caused lots and lots of mobs getting stuck back in the day. I'm assuming that's a problem, and Harbinger's Exile is not going to be returning, as well as Elemental Chaos. However, there's lots of really cool Chaos 8 shards that are on the way. Now, we've also known that the new element coming to the game is indeed going to be poison, and with it is going to be a combo. Now, this is really pretty big news, as for those like myself that are in the process of dialing our defenses back in, we now know what the combo is going to be. So, we can go ahead and make some changes to our defenses and get things dialed in advance before this update even hits. Now, the combo is going to be with Earth, which a lot of people have been guessing. It is kind of the natural choice, as Earth currently has no elemental combo associated with it. So a poisoned enemy that gets hit by earth damage is going to be petrified. Now, common sense would tell us that this is going to be the exact same type of petrify that the Lavamancer's Maul currently provides. So it's going to petrify the enemies, and then the enemies in turn are going to then taunt the other enemies around it. So the petrified mob is going to kind of serve as a taunt for you, and this is going to add just an amazing amount of additional crowd control into the game, and I'm really excited to see how it plays with the other CC we have. Electrocute is currently, of course, a very big deal. Freeze is a very big deal. I'm going to guess Petrify is going to be a very big deal as well. Now, there's still no info as far as how towers are going to be attuned, or if any of the shards, or pardon me, any of the mods that currently come on various towers that add poison, such as Ballista Bite, or like the Venomous Vipers for the Mystic. We don't know exactly how that's going to work quite yet. However, we do know that there's going to be a poison damage chip available for weapons, and some of the new weapons that are going to be coming to the game are going to have poison on them. We know there's weapons right now that have oil on them. There's weapons that have the frost on them. There's going to be weapons that have poison on them as a locked mod, or I'm assuming it will be a locked mod as well. Now, this leads us into the new weapons. Chromatic has teased that a lot of the old weapons are going to be coming back to the game, and a lot of new weapons are going to be introduced. These weapons are going to be achievable at various floors through Onslaught. They haven't told us exactly what those floors are going to be yet, and when you hit these various milestones through Onslaught, you're going to earn an additional reward, which is going to be one of these new and or old and returning weapons. Now, it does say on there that there will be guaranteed drops, so if you do this floor, you're going to get this reward. However, I'm assuming there's probably a pool that the reward tiers are going to pull from. We'll have to wait and see as we get more information for that. Now, a nice little tidbit that was previously unknown is campaign gating. They're going to be changing how gating works in the campaign. There's not really a whole lot of information about it quite yet, but this is going to give us the ability to play together as newer players when you first enter the game at an earlier point. Like I said, not a whole lot of info there. We just know that there is going to be some changes to gating in the game to encourage players to play together sooner and as soon as possible, really. Now, with a little clarification on the newest elemental combo that's going to come, it's going to allow us to do a little theory crafting and try to figure out what we want to do things with. Now, the only thing we know for sure, we're not really sure how the mods are going to interact with the towers. Ballista's Bite and the Venomous Vipers, of course, put a poison effect on the enemies. Is it going to be the same as this effect? I'm assuming that's going to be a yes, but I don't know. That's just a complete guess right now. We do know that the Poison Dart Tower provides poison. So what are you going to be able to use with a Poison Dart Tower? Now, there's lots of different options. Basically, you're going to want the enemy to get poisoned, and then you're going to want the enemy to get hit by earth damage. So think about maybe a Poison Dart Tower Ramster combo, where you've got Poison Dart Towers going, and then Ramsters with earth damage. Or why not even mix and match some of the various stuns and go with earth damage on a weapon manufacturer? This is assuming, of course, that Shocking Revelations doesn't change as well, which is a possibility. We don't know what else is coming. We do know that everything with this update is going to involve the player. So there's not going to be new game modes, there's not going to be anything new for us really to do in the game, but it is going to provide a lot of player-centric changes to the game that allow us to do things differently. I'm excited to see the possibilities here. One of the first things that really popped into my mind, obviously, I love my Poison Dart Towers. Poison Dart Towers are going to be, I think, really a very strong bread and butter type defense to use in this situation. I really am thinking earth damage rams. I mean, why the heck not? Or what about, say, earth damage proton beams? Then there's no other element that's on the proton that could clash with this effect. However, there is a shard on the proton beams that allows it to get a chance to freeze. So what if you had proton beams and Poison Dart Towers in a lane? Proton beams, of course, naturally provide a slow. The shard on proton beams is going to give us the chance of freezing enemies, and then if it's hitting for earth damage, the poisoned enemies that are going to be hit by the Poison Dart Tower that you would have farther down the line are going to cause petrify. This gives us the possibility for lots of different ways to create new and exciting little traps for the enemies to slow them down and to help us succeed. So pretty stoked to see the possibilities. You have any thoughts on these combos and what you would like to do with it? By all means, put it down in the comments below. Let's get a little bit of theory crafting going in advance on things that we can do with this current setup. Now, once again, we don't know when this update is coming. You know, obviously, I'm a player, you're a player. The sooner it gets here, the happier we will all be. However, my best guess is going to be the first couple of weeks in April, as that was the last kind of teased thing that someone from Chromatic said. So let me know in the comments below what you're going to do with your combos, and I will see you all next time around. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button as we get new info about the update and what's to come in Dungeon Defenders 2. You know you can find all the details right here on my channel. So thank you all once again, and I will see you real soon. Take it easy.